It's a Zen. Yeah, I know. I had the urge to replay all of Mass Effect, and I've done it so many times. I figured I should probably do it on Insanity again. And then I was like, I've done that before. Why don't I just like stream it and then people can annoy the fuck out of me in chat whilst I play it on the hardest difficulty, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, Mass Effect, easily one of my favorite game series of all time. Fucking love it to death. So let's start an entire trilogy playthrough, and I'll try and stream it all. So good luck. Try and be here when I'm playing it. Don't know how long I'll go tonight. But yeah, I wanted to play Mass Effect, so I'm playing Mass Effect. I'm a capricious girly. Can't help it. I think it changes applications, so I'm going to have to change the game capture to Mass Effect. Give me a second. This might be a pain in the dick, because I'm pretty sure this does not stay on the screen when it's minimized either. Just show me. Oh. Success! Okay. The only thing I need to do is put you down where the rest of the game feeds come. There we go. Alright. Mass Effect 1. I don't know if this is very nostalgic to any of you. This game is hella nostalgic to me. Love this game to death. Played it when it first came out on the Xbox 360. Played for all of them. Played through them again, and then played through them again, and then played through them again. Played through it last year, actually. The first, when I came to Japan, for the first few months, I didn't have my PC at all. Let's turn this down just a little bit so I don't have to shout over it, because it is lit over here. There we go. But yeah, when I first came to Japan for this job, I didn't have my PC with me. I didn't even actually have internet at first. So I had Mass Effect Legendary Edition, which this is. I had it on the PS5, which I brought with me, which was very smart of me. And yeah, to pass the time whilst I was settling in, I just replayed Mass Effect 1 to 3. So we're going to try again. I'm going to try it in Insanity. It's been a long time since I tried to play this game in Insanity, so there will probably be a lot of deaths. I am electing not to go the coward's route and being an infiltrator, because I feel like being able to go invisible and just reset the fight every however many seconds might be a bit of a cop-out for some of you. I think I will just go soldier. We are going to shoot good and not engage with special powers too much.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database.
Fuck, I love this game, man.
Classified information requested.
Also, this is going to be my first time playing this with a mouse and keyboard.
Secure connection.
So that'll be interesting.
Secure connection confirmed.
Alright.
Please log
Whoa,
in
whoa,
to
whoa, whoa, whoa.
access your profile.
Alright, chat. So, I've got to ask, at this early juncture, are you a femshep or a manshep? Do you think it should be Jennifer Hill or Mark Meer? This has no bearing on what I choose, but I'm curious, when you play this game, if you play this game, which were you? You always played male? Okay. I think you're thinking of Biotic? Or not Biotic, Vanguard? I think you're probably thinking of Vanguard, Ginger Oxide. Vanguard in Mass Effect 2 gets its signature skill, which is Biotic Dash. And they have a shotgun. Unfortunately, they don't get the greatest biotic part in the game, which is Reeve. Like, Reeve in Mass Effect 2 was busted. Alright, well, I'm always a femshep. For me, Shepard is Jennifer Hill. Mark Meer does a great job. I have nothing against Mark Meer at all, but for some reason, for me, Shepard is
Please
just
log in to
FemShep.
access your profile.
There is no other. There's no option other than Fem. And she's always called not Gwen. Gwen Shepard.
Profile reconstruction complete.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Origin?
Please log in to access your profile.
Ah, quick start.
Please
Don't you
log
do
in
that.
to access your profile.
There's something wrong with my spine.
Detected.
Wait a
Please
minute.
reconstruct profile. Confirm pre-service history.
Okay. You know, I mean, it's Mass Effect. I think there's a lot of fans here. I'm curious. Which pre-service history do you guys lean towards? I always end up, for some reason, becoming a colonist. Something about colonist is pretty cool, because there's all the tension with the Batarians, what with them literally killing your entire family. And then there's also, you have a lot of skin in the game with Cerberus, because they fucking ambush the shit out of you in your history. Colonist is really involved in, like, the game. A lot of the plot points seem to have something to do with being a colonist. Spacer I've never done. I don't know, it's just like, eh. It seems the most boring one, and then Earthborn is, you're an orphan. You're an orphan, you're an orphan, you're an orphan. All pretty good. What's Spacer's, like, thing in the plot? How does that pay off? Because they don't really seem to have any sort of, like, conflict explicitly talked about. They're just, yep, I was in space. Your parents are alive? Oh, that's cool. Huh. Oh. That's way happier than my parents are dead D&D edition. Fuck it, you know what? I'm gonna go Spacer, why not?
Confirm psychological profile.
Okay. Second question. What's your psych profile, chat? Are you a war hero, a survivor, or are you ruthless? Alright, this is Batarians. War hero is Batarians. This is Cerberus. And then ruthless is just, you're a dickhead. I think war hero, Soul Survivor is your favorite. It is nice how it makes Mass Effect 2 very difficult to parse. I think I went ruthless for my one Renegade playthrough. And it was just, I ain't sure. I like Soul Survivor. I like a little bit of trauma doesn't hurt anybody.
Confirm military specialization.
Okay. So normally when I play, if it's insanity, normally I go infiltrator. Because headshotting with a sniper rifle, going invisible, getting headshot bonuses while invisible is a very good cure-all for a lot of difficult moments in the game. But I feel like that might be a little bit of a cop-out. And it's very slow. You can do insanity with every class, of course, so that shouldn't be a problem. So I was thinking soldier, and then I can use whatever gun I want. And then I'm G.I. Jin. I'm soldier. That is me. I am soldier. As opposed to being a biotic of any kind. So, soldier this time we go. Right. Do you remember these robust character creators, Jet? Does it fill your head with joy? It's not exactly Cyberpunk. Although I guess Cyberpunk isn't that good either. Hey, look over here. Wait, no. Wait. How do you make them look? Oh, okay, right click. You're okay. Oh, there's like 2 complexions to choose from. Sorry. Oh, it's a long play, Ginger Oxide. I'm gonna take my time. We'll be at this for a while. Okay, we've done heads. No, we haven't. A little less neck thickness. Should be gaunt. Cheek widths. You can cut people with these cheeks. Cut them. Don't actually want her to be super gaunt. Ear size. Big ears. Better for hearing the enemy coming. Area orientation. Okay, maybe not that big. It's all very important, chat. You'd think if I was smart, I would do this before the stream, but that's not how it's not how I roll. Wait, how do I get to neutral? There we go. Do you ever wonder if literally designing your own female characters really ruined a generation of men? I think that contributed to the whole toxic man thing we got going on. I'll be honest, I don't know what's going through my head when I make characters. Like, are you guys actually thinking about what you're doing? I just kind of press buttons and then hope that my brain goes, yeah, at some point. I don't want to mess with that too much. Look at her nice little petite nose. That's the nose of a killer, Bella. Alright. Now this is very important. Unrealistic beauty standards. They must have white hair. It's not even really white, but it's close enough. She must have like so much hair for it to be that like far in the back. She's a soldier. She has short hair to keep it out of her eyes. And in true fashion, we're implying that she dyes her hair because she has dark eyebrows. Yes, but in reality, it's for the aesthetics. It's just the aesthetics. Blush color. I think it looks fine. I don't want to mess with it because it can look real fucking bad when you're not paying attention. There we go. Scar. Gotta have scars. You're a lone survivor. You've survived shit. You need a big scar. I think that looks okay. I'm sure we won't get to like the very first dialogue and then cringe for 10 seconds like nearly always happens with BioWare games for me. Alright.
Profile reconstruction complete.
Yeah. I think that's fine.
Identification confirmed.
All right. Combat difficulty insanity. With an auto level up off, because Jesus Christ now. I've played both Legendary and Classic. I did Legendary a year ago or so. Just over a year ago, actually. It seems fine. I didn't really notice the difference too much. Defensive squad usage. This is a work in progress. We'll see what they choose to do. Autosaves are on. Tutorials are... Let's leave them on. And keep subtitles on. Here we go. What about Shepard?
Well, what about Shepard? She's a spacer, lived aboard starships most of her life.
Military service runs in the family. Both her parents were in the Navy.
She saw her whole unit die on a cruise. She could have some serious emotional scars.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the kind of person you need.
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
It's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy. In the year 2148, explorers on Mars discovered the remains of an ancient spacefaring civilization. In the decades that followed, these mysterious artifacts revealed startling new technologies, enabling travel to the furthest stars. The basis for this incredible technology was a force that controlled the very fabric of space and time. They expect you to read that pretty quick.
The Arcturus Prime relay is in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
Commander?
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit.
Is that an actual fact, T-Quick? I'm sure it's actually faster. I'm not sure if triple is a number, but I would believe it was faster. We did used to read a lot more.
Approach run has begun. Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1.
Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emission sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
Hate that guy.
Hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment, so you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead, so that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
There will be no chat chooses the response gimmick, don't worry. It would take too long for chat to respond every time anyway. But feel free to tell me what you would pick in these options. The only interaction is, and I am not pushing this at all because I have a full-time job, I don't need it, but if you want to sub, you can sub and then tell me what character to use. And obviously, as people sub, they can overwrite that choice. But yeah, you can choose my squad mates if you want for a little bit of money. But I wouldn't recommend subbing to me. For one, Twitch probably won't pay it out anytime soon, and two, I don't stream for money anymore. I agree.
They don't send Spectres on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
You made him mad.
Great. You pissed the captain off, and now I'm gonna pay for it.
Don't blame me. The captain's always in a bad mood.
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.
Alright. So, okay, so it skips my thing. So help me out a little, chat. Just let me know if the audio is a bit scuffed. I'm hoping the volume is decent. I don't intend to get much louder than this, so if the game starts drowning me out, do let me know. I'll have to turn it down. Both of your parents were in the Alliance military. Your childhood was spent on ships and station as they transferred from posting to posting. Following in your parents' footsteps, you enlisted at the age of 18. One of your first missions was an expedition to investigate Akuz, a lush world on the outskirts of Alliance space that had suddenly dropped out of contact. Arriving on the surface, your patrol found the settlement intact, but there were no survivors. At nightfall, the fresher moths struck, mindless abominations of teeth and tentacles that rose from beneath the earth. Constant gunfire couldn't drown out the shrieks of your fellow soldiers as they were dragged down to a gruesome death. 50 Marines died on Akuz. You were the only one to make it back to the landing zone alive. A monument on the planet commemorates the massacre, a grim reminder of the price humanity must pay as they spread throughout the stars. Dialogue's a little tight. I can turn up dialogue separately from other stuff. Thank you. And then there's the timeline. I will scroll slowly so that you can read it. I would read it all out, but if I read every bit of Codex this, we're never finishing any of the games. So when did we... Okay. Profane Runes, 2148. 2148 is the magic number. When's first contact? 2170. So like 22 years later? No. Humans establish an embassy on the Citadel. When's first contact? First contact. 2157. So... Jesus. So, strictly speaking, 49. Get Mass Effect. And then... less than 10 years later, First Contact and the First Contact War. Ooh, that's not good. Sure hope real life doesn't play out like that. That would be bad.
The Systems Alliance is an independent supranational government representing the interests of humanity as a whole. The Alliance is responsible for the governance and defense of all extrasolar colonies and stations. The Alliance grew out of the various national space programs as a matter of practicality. Sol's planets had been explored and exploited through piecemeal national efforts. The expense of colonizing entire new solar systems could not be met by any one country. With humans knowing that alien contact was inevitable, there was enough political will to jointly fund an international effort. Still, the Alliance was often disregarded by those on Earth until the First Contact War. While the national governments dithered and bickered over who should lead the effort to liberate Shanxi, the Alliance fleet struck decisively. Post-war public approval gave the Alliance the credibility to establish its own parliament and become the galactic face of humanity.
What do you mean Singaporean children started exhibiting telekinetic abilities after developing cancerous growths? Listen. Little bit of EZO.
The Turians were invited to join the Citadel Council to fulfill the role of galactic peacekeepers. The Turians have the largest fleet in Citadel space, and they make up the single largest portion of the Council's military forces. As their territory and influence has spread, the Turians have come to rely on the Solarians for military intelligence and the Asari for diplomacy. Despite a somewhat colonial attitude towards the rest of the galaxy, the ruling hierarchy understands they would lose more than they would gain if the other two races were ever removed. Turians come from an autocratic society that values discipline and possesses a strong sense of personal and collective honor. There is lingering animosity between Turians and humans over the First Contact War of 2157, which is known as the Relay 314 incident to the Turians. Officially, however, the two species are allies, and they enjoy civil, if cool, diplomatic relations.
So Nihilus is a Turian. There are mortal enemies, except they're not really, we're friends, supposedly. And this is my level up screen. So realistically, in an Insanity playthrough, these are probably going to be my guns. Assault rifle and sniper rifle. A shotgun requires that I get close to enemies, and that's not great for business whenever you have Insanity levels of damage. I have no helmet. Oh, I have points. Oh, okay. What would be good? You need charm. You need all the charm. It's important to have charm. Our fighting ability will suffer, but we will be charming. It's one of those games. Alright. That's not the right button. What is interact?
The captain's waiting for you in the comm room, Commander.
Hold on. What are the key bindings? What are we doing here? What is F? Is F anything? I don't see an F. What if, leave world? Oh, that's when you're in a vehicle. Who cares? Okay, interact. BF. What else is this? Oh, it's like jump, right? Sprint. F. Okay. Oh, right. Dialogue is a little low. Hold on. Dialogue volume. We'll try Yeti. Okay.
You probably don't want to keep the captain waiting, Commander.
I'm telling you, I just saw him. He marched by like he was on a mission.
He's a Spectre. They're always on a mission.
And we're getting
I didn't mean to pull my gun.
Relax, Presley. You're gonna give yourself an ulcer.
No, it's, I'll get used to these buttons, I swear.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
Heard you arguing.
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
What do you mean?
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
Stealth systems.
What do you know about the stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location from scans and sensors. Cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheaper, less chance of security leaks too. Plus there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious this shakedown run is just a cover.
A cover?
For what?
Damned if I know, Commander. We're out here on false pretenses. I'm not a fan of being left in the dark.
Let's talk about the captain.
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, ma'am. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is one of the most decorated Special Forces officers in the service. If he melted down all his medals, he could make a life-size statue of himself. You don't send a soldier like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going on.
And what about the Turian Spectre?
You don't trust Nihilus.
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War. Lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
Nihilus is no ordinary Turian.
You've got that right, Commander. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command. And they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
I'll look into it.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander.
I like how he just gets really fucking loud.
Prime Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit. There's something Nihilus isn't telling us about this mission.
That's crazy. The captain's in charge here. He wouldn't take orders from a Spectre.
Not his choice, Doc. Spectres don't answer to anyone. They can do whatever they want. Kill anyone who gets in their way.
Oh, you watch too many spy vids, Jenkins.
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
Relax, Jenkins.
You need to calm down, Corporal. A good soldier stays cool even under fire.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
You'll do fine. Actually, let's talk. What about Spectres?
What do you know about the Spectres?
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
Protect it at any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law.
There's no human Spectres?
Why don't we have any of our own people in there?
Spectres usually come from the Council races, like the Turians. We've been trying to get a human accepted into their ranks for years now. So far, it hasn't happened.
Hey, Commander, you'd make a good Spectre. You're always getting dropped into impossible situations, forced to survive unbeatable odds. Just like you on a cruise.
Not great memories.
I try not to think about Akuz.
Sorry, Commander. I didn't mean to offend you. I respect what you did there. We all do.
Let's not dwell on the past, Commander. Was there something else you needed?
They sound dangerous.
How do you control agents with unlimited power?
I suppose the Council could revoke the Spectre status of an agent who got out of hand. At that point, Citadel Security Services would take over.
Those C-Sec grunts wouldn't stand a chance. The Spectres were 20 ordinary soldiers. The Spectres police themselves. An agent goes rogue, they send another agent to take him down. That's Spectre justice.
The Corporal's confusing romantic legends with reality, Commander.
Let's talk about Nihilus.
What can you tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I heard Nihilus once took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself. Man, I can't believe I'm on a mission with an actual Spectre.
What about Eden Prime? Hello,
Eden
Dick
Prime, aren't you,
Devonair.
Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
Then why are we going?
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
We'll do fine.
Just treat this like every other assignment you've had and everything will work out.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself on a cruise. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
Be careful.
You're young, Corporal. You have a long career ahead of you. Don't do something stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, ma'am. I'm not gonna screw this up.
All right.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
I'm just gonna walk. Yeah, salute me. Salute me. I'm a commander. Nihilus.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
Talk?
What about?
I'm interested in this world we're going to, Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
I wouldn't know.
I've never been there.
But you know of it. It's become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it, really?
Yeah, why you asking?
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
Yes.
I already figured that out.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
Why the secrecy?
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir.
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis.
Fair
Our
enough.
research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
Prothean?
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
Why'd we tell the Council?
Why didn't we keep the beacon for ourselves?
You humans don't have the best reputation. Some species see you as selfish, too unpredictable, too independent, even dangerous.
Sharing that beacon will improve relations with the Council. Plus, we need their scientific expertise. They know more about the Protheans than we do.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
For what purpose?
What's going on, Captain?
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
Not many could have survived what you went through on Akuz. You showed a remarkable will to live, a particularly useful talent. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
You put my name forward?
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
You support this, Captain?
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
Protheans.
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees, galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
Eden Prime.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology, even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Wrong hands.
Like who?
The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus system.
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need...
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Engaging stealth systems.
This game's so cool.
Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you're coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
I always thought that shotgun looked comically small.
He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
Ready and able, sir.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck.
We are approaching drop point 2.
Ship perimeter secured, Commander.
Alright. Wait, isn't there a way to change how the helmet looks? I hope so. Alright, what do you need? Cooldown, pistol damage, pistol accuracy. You need barrier. Probably need first aid, to be honest. Alright, Jenkins. Oh, look at all this codex.
50,000 years ago, the Protheans were the only spacefaring species in the galaxy. They vanished in a swift galactic extinction. Only the legacy of their empire remains. They are believed to have built the mass relays and the Citadel, which have allowed numerous species to explore and expand throughout the galaxy. Prothean ruins are found on worlds across the galaxy. While surprisingly intact for their age, functioning examples of Prothean paleotechnology are rare. Time and generations of looters have picked their dead cities and derelict stations clean. Some believe the Protheans meddled in the evolution of younger races. The Hanar homeworld of Kajay, for example, shows clear evidence of former Prothean occupation. The presence of a former Prothean observation post on Mars has caused a rebirth of interventionary evolutionists among humans. These individuals believe the god myths of ancient civilizations are misremembered encounters with aliens. Spectres are agents from the Office of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance.
Okay, we won't listen to all of
Answer
them
only to the Citadel Council.
at once.
They are elite military operatives, granted the authority to deal with threats to peace and stability in whatever way they deem necessary. They operate independently or in groups of 2 or 3. Some are empathetic peacekeepers, resolving disputes through diplomacy. Others are cold-blooded assassins, ruthlessly dispatching problem individuals. All get the job done one way or another, often operating outside the bounds of galactic law. The Spectres were founded after the Solarians joined the Council. For many years they operated in secrecy as backroom problem solvers. Only after the Krogan rebellions did their activities become publicized. Assignment of a Spectre is less contentious than a military deployment, but makes it clear that the Council is concerned about a situation.
It's kind of funny to think we get frustrated about celebrities being voice actors instead of professional voice actors. But then you think about Mass Effect, and they have Lance Henrik? I think it's Lance Henrik. Bishop from Aliens is Admiral Hackett. And then, of course, the Arbiter slash Captain Anderson is a actor as well. Strictly speaking, Jennifer Hill was a TV actor. I think she was on an episode of Charmed. If any of you watch Charmed. Alright. We're here.
This place got hit hard, Commander. Hostiles everywhere. Keep your guard up.
What the hell are those?
Gas bags. Don't worry, they're harmless.
Shepard, you're kind of missing a lot, Shepard. Oh god. I didn't mean to throw a grenade.
Oh god, what happened here?
Left shift to switch weapons. Okay. You need a pistol. Yeah, you need that. Wait, I need this. Thank you very much. Jenkins, no! Oh god, you took my cover. They got Jenkins.
Right through his shields. We're out of chance.
Deserves a burial.
We'll see that he receives a proper service once the mission is complete. But I need you to stay focused.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
V. One annoying button for
Burned out
yelling.
buildings here, Shepard. A lot of bodies. I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
Are you using barrier on it? No, I didn't give you barrier. That's right. Jesus, Kaiden. You're just running up in the open with a sidearm? You have no self-preservation? This is a very sensitive mouse. Hold on. This is an insanely sensitive mouse. Not this. Let's turn it down just a smidge. I don't need to be full turning with half a twitch of my right hand. How is this? There we go, that's better. Okay. This is Gary playing Marathon. Doing unspeakable things to enemy shells. I have overkill. You have barrier throw, so yeah. Sabotage update.
Thanks for your help, Commander. I didn't think I was gonna make it. Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, ma'am?
Mission report.
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns, nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
What happened to your unit?
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
This isn't your fault, Williams. You couldn't have done anything to save them.
Yes, ma'am. We held our position as long as we could, until the Geth overwhelmed us.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, ma'am. It's time for payback.
What else do you know about the Geth?
Just what I remember from history class back in school. They're synthetics, non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile. Well, after that, they just kind of disappeared behind the Perseus Veil. Nobody's really heard much from them since.
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins, and the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure the area. Seemed like a routine patrol, until the Geth hit us. We never knew they were coming.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the
Okay,
beacon.
same answer.
232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Have you seen a Turian Spectre around here?
There aren't any Turians on Eden Prime. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. Carries enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon. Luckily, he's on our side.
Sorry. Like I said, no Turians.
Move out!
Cam conversation and then fucking go! More codexes. That's okay, I won't do that to you yet, Chad. Regen's important. So you get regen for now.
The Geth are a humanoid race of networked AIs. They were created by the Quarians 300 years ago as tools of labor and war. When the Geth showed signs of self-evolution, the Quarians attempted to exterminate them. The Geth won the resulting war. This example has led to legal, systematic repression of artificial intelligences in galactic society. The Geth possess a unique distributed intelligence.
Nostradamus?
An individual has rudimentary animal instincts, but as their numbers and proximity increase, the apparent intelligence of each individual improves. In groups, they can reason, analyze situations, and use tactics, as well as any organic race. Geth space is located at the trailing end of the Perseus Arm, beyond the lawless Terminus systems. The Perseus Veil, an obscuring dark nebula of opaque gas and dust, lies between their space and the Terminus systems.
Alright. That's enough for one codex.
At the far end of this trench.
Mass Effect 1's inventory system. It sure was something. It's not great. What am I wearing right now? My phone's light, right? No. Well, I wouldn't be caught dead using not the correct armor, so give it to this loser. Right? It is. It's yeah, medium armor. Okay. I'm curious, is it Mass Effect 2 onwards that you get the cool helmet? Am I stuck with stuck without my rebreathe rune? Gameplay? Yeah, I think it's maybe next game onwards. Okay. If you're wondering, that's like the objective complete sign. It's not playing completely randomly. You can sabotage. No, don't do that. Cancel, cancel. He's too far away. Oh, you used it anyway. Fantastic. I leveled up. What a grenade, I says. Are you sure this is insanity difficulty? It's so easy. So yeah, chat, if you have any questions, feel free to ask at any point, but otherwise, I kind of just like this game, so I'm not going to talk over dialogue and stuff too much. I genuinely just enjoy the game.
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
You think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Change of plans, Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
Give me stronger. Stronger is gooder. I leveled up, which means... Jesus, 6 points? That's a lot. I probably want assault rifle to be as good as possible, and then regen's really good. Yeah. At some point, we need to put into combat. And assault's also really good. Fitness is good. We'll get there. What do you need, Kaiden? Okay. Whoa, what am I forgetting? 1 point. Okay. There we go.
Humanity's first contact with an alien race occurred in 2157. At that time, the Alliance allowed survey fleets to activate any dormant mass relays discovered, a practice considered dangerous and irresponsible by Council-aligned races. When a Turian patrol discovered a human fleet attempting to activate a relay, they attacked. One human vessel survived, retreating to the colony of Shanxi. The Turians followed, quickly defeating the local forces. Shanxi was occupied, the first and to date only human world to be conquered by an alien species. The Turians believed the handful of ships they defeated represented the bulk of human defenses, so they were unprepared when the Second Fleet, under Admiral Castany Drescher, launched a strong counteroffensive, evicting them from Shanxi. The Turians mobilized for full-scale war, drawing the attention of the rest of the galaxy. The Council quickly intervened.
Oh, whoops. My bad.
First contact with an
The
alien
Council
race
quickly
occurred in
intervened, forcing a
2157.
truce. Fortunately for humanity, the First Contact War was ended with a diplomatic solution. Okay, sorry. I was curious if collapsing it would make him stop. Better pistol, actually, right? Stronger is better. Higher number is gooder. Which game was it? Was it Mass Effect where they said there's no difference between sprinting and not sprinting except for the camera?
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up. Oh god, they're still alive.
What did the Geth do to them?
So the way ammo works in this game, in case you're wondering, chat, is that you have infinite ammo, and you don't need to reload, but every weapon can overheat. That's how it works. I think it's probably enough of an explanation. Oh, okay. Oh, this is hard on my Switch. Oh, I can do it. Okay, okay. Okay, I can use left and right buttons. No problem. Striker, striker, striker. Striker.
That door, it's closed. Security lock's engaged.
Smells like smoke and death.
More damage is probably good. Look at the damage. 1 extra damage for one shot in your clip. It is more accurate though. Fuck it. We were in the church, a bigger number better. You don't need another pistol or another weapon because you can only use pistols. You just gonna have to deal with having an assault rifle only for now.
Humans, thank the Maker.
Hurry, close the door before they come back.
Don't worry, we'll protect you.
Thank you. I think we'll be okay now. It looks like everyone's gone.
You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon?
It was moved to the spaceport this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No. I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
What else can you tell me about the attack?
It all happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the destroyers, bringers of darkness, heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move, until you came along.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network. Remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil, awakened the beast, unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please. This isn't the time.
Did you notice a Turian in the area?
I saw him, the prophet, leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack. That's impossible. Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack. He couldn't have been here.
I'm sorry. Manuel's still a bit unsettled. We haven't seen your Turian. We've been hiding in here since the attack.
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Night is falling. The darkness of eternity.
Hush, Manuel. Go lie down. You'll feel better once the medication kicks in.
What a loud and alarming door. Alright. There's Nihilus.
Saren.
Nihilus.
This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
Thank goodness. Those two will really work it out.
What is that? Off in the distance.
It's a ship. Look at the size of it.
Creepy, huh? So, Kev, what are you doing? Damn. The world's worst shot goes to me. Come on. All right. That's a cool sniper rifle. I didn't realize it triple fired.
Everybody stay calm out there. We're coming out. We're not armed.
Is it safe? Are they gone?
You're okay now. Nobody's gonna hurt you.
Those things were crawling all around the shed. They would have found us for sure. We owe you our lives.
I still can't believe it. When we saw that ship, I thought it was all over.
It showed up right before the attack. Knew it was trouble the second I saw it, so we made a break for the sheds.
Tell me everything you remember about the attack.
The three of us were working the crops when that ship showed up. We just saw it and ran. I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the spaceport, right where that ship came down. No way they survived.
You don't know that. We survived. If they made it to the garage, they could have had a fighting chance.
Do you know anything about the Prothean beacon they dug up?
We're just farmers. We heard they found something out there, but it never really mattered to us. Not until now.
What else can you tell me about the ship you saw?
I was too busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
It was emitting some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of the damned. Only it was coming from inside your own head.
It was probably trying to block communications.
Whatever it was, felt like it was tearing right through my skull. Almost made it impossible to think.
I have to go.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta learn when to shut up.
You have something to tell me, Cole?
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring, nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
You're breaking the law, Cole.
We're not hurting anybody. Hell, most of the time I don't even know what's in the packages. Just thought there might be something we could use. I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
We're risking our lives to save this colony. You sure there's nothing else in here that could help us out?
Yeah, there's one more thing. I was gonna sell it after this was over, but you probably deserve it more than I do.
Who's your contact at the spaceport, Cole? What's his name?
He's not a bad guy. I don't want to get him in trouble.
Besides, I'm not a snitch.
He might have something to do with this whole attack, Cole. We need his name. It's important.
Yeah, okay, you're right. His name's Powell. Works the docks at the spaceport if he's still alive.
I have to go.
Good luck.
Alright. We got some stuff. Yeah, you got freeze grenades this time. Interesting. And a pistol. Another striker. That'll do. Never mind. Combat sensor. Very nice. Yeah, we probably just want bigger explosion. Oh wait, no, we didn't get that. We got a pistol too. Give it to Caden. We are not the pistoliers. That sure is armor. There's a lot to like about Mass Effect 2. But darn it if I don't look forward to getting... there's a lot to like about Mass Effect 1. But darn if I don't look forward to Mass Effect 2 every time I play it. They just improve so much by the game, even if there are some differences. Guys. 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 You can navigate. Come on. Why is this happening? It's like a perfect angle. Alright, well...
Commander, it's Nihilus.
Yes, it is. How did you know from over there?
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
Sneaking up on us like that nearly got you killed.
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
What the hell are you talking about?
There were two Turians here. Your friend and another one he called Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
We were told a Prothean beacon was brought to the spaceport. What happened to it?
It's over on the other platform. Probably where that guy Saren was headed. He hopped on the cargo train right after he killed your friend. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
How come you're the only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
If you hadn't snuck off for that nap, you'd probably be dead just like all the others.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really want to think about it.
Tell me about the Geth attack.
It was quick. 1 minute that ship was descending, the next,
Those Geth were swarming over the platform, thousands of them. They must have been inside that mothership. They shot anything that moved. It was a massacre.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the beacon?
They brought it here this morning. We loaded it up onto the train and shipped it to the other platform. Hard to believe that was only a few hours ago. Feels like a whole other life.
Tell me about this mothership you saw.
I've never seen anything like it before. It was huge. Landed over near that platform. The whole place got dark as it came down. And it was making this noise, this sound that bored right into your brain. That's what woke me up. The attack came a few minutes later.
You're Cole's contact here on the docks for the smuggling ring.
What? No! I mean, what does it matter now? So I'm a smuggler, who cares? My supervisor's dead, the entire crew's dead. Doesn't matter now, does it?
Anything hidden nearby that we could use against the Geth?
A shipment of grenades came through last week. Nobody notices if a few small pieces go missing from the military orders.
You greedy son of a bitch! We're out here trying to protect your sorry ass, and all you can think about is how you can rip us off?
I never thought you'd actually need those grenades. Who'd want to attack Eden Prime? We're just a bunch of farmers. How was I supposed to know?
Forget about him. He's not worth it.
You're lucky the commander's here, pal. Hand over those grenades.
They're yours. Take them. My smuggling days are over, I swear.
A lot of Marines died here, Powell. Those grenades could have come in handy. If I were you, I'd think of some way to make it up to them.
Yeah, okay. There is something else I was saving. Could be worth a fortune. Experimental technology, top of the line. Take it.
It's not top of the line.
I didn't want anyone to get hurt. Really, I'm sorry.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
The mod he gives us is a 1. The highest level of equipment in this game is X or 10. So top of the line my ass, Powell, if that is your real name. Is this really insanity? Nothing's quite shredding me just yet. It is essentially the tutorial mission, to be fair, but still feels pretty chill. Maybe I'm just that good. What do you think, Jane? Oh, he fell over. I thought he died. I guess because the hammerhead runs. There you are. I think I shot his silhouette. That's embarrassing. think I traced that gas silhouette right there. Whoa, that's not where it's meant to be going. Get up. Hello, Ray Smash. How you doing? Not much. Just playing Mass Effect on the hardest difficulty.
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down.
I remember the very first time I played this game. I got to this point on my very first playthrough and it soft locked. That was fun. It's pretty much the end of that story. I know it was a very short story. Not the most exciting, but yeah. Hey guys, you gonna do that? Oi, oi, oi. God, get me off this cover to actual cover, please, and thank you. I'm gonna be real, I would be better off using a, like... Oh! A single shot sniper rifle. Whew. Okay. Oh, Ashley's dead. Fantastic. Ashley, wake up. Is Mass Effect story heavy? Yes, it's an RPG first and foremost, in my opinion. A lot of the game time is just listening to people yapping. Yeah, at some point we'll get Unity. Until then, I gotta be very careful. Alright. No more time constraints. But yeah, no, I'd say Mass Effect's very story heavy. I think the story is the best thing about the game. It is a competent shooter, but it's not an amazing shooter. But the character writing in the story, it's... Some people wouldn't say it's peak BioWare because Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 exist and things like that, and Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic, but it is good. I think it is very good. Assault rifle. Are you a better assault rifle? You are, but your accuracy sucks. But bigger number better. We have discussed this many times. Okay, give me a Reaper. The triple shot ain't doing it for me, I'll happily admit. Oh god. A lot of replayability due to path choices. If you enjoy that sort of thing, yeah, there's a lot of choices to be made in terms of the pathing. Where blew up? Oh, the grenade, probably. Ultimately, choices you make don't have a huge impact on the overall story or anything like that. It's not that in-depth, but flavor-wise, it does some interesting stuff, sure. Hammerhead's actually really good in shotgun as well, I believe. Whoops. So the importance of grabbing everything is not actually whatever's inside, but you may have noticed you get experience if you find stuff to hack and things like that, and yeah, we'll want as much of that as possible. Doesn't hurt to get little upgrades since it's insanity, but more than anything we want experience where we can find it. Wait, Hammerhead 2? Okay, we 2 Hammerhead 2s. Fair enough. I think we have opened everything. So there's only one thing left to do. Listen to the codex a little bit.
After the Geth secure a location, they round up and impale dead and living bodies on mechanical spikes. The spikes rapidly transform these victims into withered husks, extracting water and trace minerals, and replacing them with cybernetics. The cybernetics reanimate the lifeless flesh and tissue, transforming the bodies into mindless killing machines. Some Alliance soldiers refer to the husk-generating spikes as dragon's teeth, a reference to the mythological berserkers who sprang up from the earth wherever the teeth of the dragon Eris were planted. Dragon's teeth and husks bear little resemblance to other pieces of Geth technology. No one is sure why a synthetic race would bother to drain the minuscule amount of recoverable resources from organic corpses, though the value of reusing them as shock troops is obvious. The Terminus systems are located on the far side of the Attican Traverse, beyond the space administered by the Citadel Council or claimed by the Human Systems Alliance. It is populated by a loose affiliation of minor species, united only in their refusal to acknowledge the political authority of the Council or adhere to the Citadel conventions. Their independence comes at a price. The Terminus is fraught with conflict. War among the various species is common, as governments and dictators constantly rise and fall. The region is a haven for illegal activities, particularly piracy and the slave trade. At least once a year, a fleet from the Terminus invades the nearby Attican Traverse. These attacks are typically small raids against poorly defended colonies. The Council rarely retaliates, as sending patrols into the Terminus systems could unify the disparate species against their common foe, triggering a long and costly war.
Gotta stay on top of these codex entries, it's very important. You don't need the codex entry for upgrades, though. Alright. The beacon's still here, mission accomplished, right?
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is amazing. Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up.
Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
For some reason, that jump grab always makes me laugh.
Shepard!
No, don't touch it. It's too...
So yeah, would you like some horror in your game? Would you like some creepy analog horror shit? Oh boy, an achievement.
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime, the Normandy, a human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
This human must be eliminated.
Doctor? Dr. Chakwas. I think she's waking up.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
I'm okay. Not great.
Like the morning after shore leave. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
Yeah, don't blame yourself.
You had no way to know what would happen.
Actually, we don't even know if that's what set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. And the blast knocked you cold. Williams and I had to carry you back here to the ship.
I appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves.
Beta.
I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
More like a nightmare.
I'm not sure what I saw. Death, destruction. Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
Pissed off about the gas.
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
What happened to Williams?
Did we leave Gunnery Chief Williams back on Eden Prime?
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
I didn't do anything wrong, Captain. Hopefully the Council can see that.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best. A living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Hates humans?
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction? Whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
We prove Saren's gone rogue and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the Ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
It's our ship, the Normandy.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth, or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
How well do you know the Lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission, but he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
You're a good soldier, Williams. You belong on the Normandy.
Thanks, Commander. I appreciate that.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
I think you're gonna fit in here just fine, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
Yes, chat, I am picking all of the nice, non-confrontational options.
Commander, I'm glad to see you're okay. Losing Jenkins was hard on the crew, and I'm glad we didn't lose you too.
Unfortunately, you can't max out your charm unless you are a super paragon. So I just kind of have to be nice. It's a mechanical issue.
Things were pretty rough down there.
Yeah, you never get used to seeing dead civilians. It doesn't seem right somehow. But at least you stopped Saren from wiping out the whole colony.
I couldn't have done it without you.
We're Marines. We stick together. And I'm just sorry that we lost Jenkins.
Yeah, I wish I could have done something to save him.
I was there. You did everything right. It was just bad luck. It's been a hell of a shakedown, Cruz. Our first mission ends with one Spectre killing another. The Citadel Council's not going to be happy about that. Probably use it to lever more concessions out of the Alliance.
You've got a good grasp of the situation. You a career man?
Yeah, a lot of biotics are. We're not restricted, but we sure don't go undocumented. May as well get a paycheck for it. Besides, my father served. I made him proud when I enlisted. Eventually. But is that why you're here? Because of your family?
Couldn't keep me out if you tried. Best way to explore the galaxy is behind a cannon.
Is that how you got here? I heard about Akuz. I bet you had your pick of posts after that. Word is we're heading for the Citadel, ma'am. Can you, tell me why?
The captain hopes the ambassador can get an audience with the council. Tell them what Saren's been up to.
Makes sense. They'd probably like to know he's not working for them anymore. Whatever happens, we'll be ready, Commander.
That little snake, Kaiden. That little bastard, Kaiden. That little fucking dick, Kaiden. Mean Kaiden of History Chat, I don't like him. It's also voiced by the guy who did Carfunasi in Knights of the Old Republic. It's really hard not to hear Carfunasi if you played that first. Hey, Cap.
Go speak to Joker when you're ready. Tell him to bring the Normandy into dock.
Okay, Cap. Use boss. Mass Effect elevators. Yes. Nothing is a codex entry yet. You're lucky, Chad.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows
You'll
me
never
to buy
hear a
and sell
British
certain
person
kind
ask
of
that.
products. I already have several basic ones, but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands.
What are licenses?
Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
What do the different manufacturers offer?
There are too many for me to keep track of, but each license will explain what it's good for.
How often will you get new items?
Well, that depends on how many licenses you've purchased, but I'll rotate items on a regular basis regardless. And anytime we land someplace with a big enough port, I'll buy, sell, and trade whatever I can. Check back often. I need to move items quickly, so only the most basic items will be stocked consistently.
Show me.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Show me. Give me insanely. It's worth too much. That's over 10 times my savings. Yes, these two, super good. Buy both of them. Permanent upgrades. The rest of it, we can't even look at. We're too poor. But that's okay. We'll sell our hammers, because we don't need that. Sell our banshees, because they're whack. Sell our lancers, because they're also whack. Sell our Kesslers, we don't care about that. Alright. It begins. Rubbing my face against everything to find codex entries because it's an achievement.
Shame about Jenkins, Commander.
Real. Codex entries are also EXP. So it is in our interest to try and find them all. Because, you know, being max level is good for business. Rumble, rumble.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
Chat, do any of you live in an area with earthquakes? Out of curiosity.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Ship.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower, too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side, then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not hers.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Alright. I'm gonna be real, Chad. I started quite late. It's past midnight my time. I'm kind of sleepy. Might be a good time to call it for to know. God damn. Alliance Patrol Report. Captain Hendrickson reported some unusual energy readings during a patrol of the Argus Rho cluster. She had particular concerns about the Hydra system, but was recalled before her team could investigate further. No patrols are scheduled for that sector. Do you want to send in a recon team? Yeah, this is a big game. And if I plan to play every Mass Effect, that's 3 big games. It's definitely going to be take it in small manageable chunks sort of situation. I could play for 8 hours straight. Not sure it would be the best idea though.
lives at stake. I spoke with the consort in confidence, and her alone, and she betrayed that confidence. All right. I will look into it for you. In the meantime, do not do anything rash.
It was weird. Whenever I turned the camera here, I couldn't hear any of that. That's how hard the left-right is in this.
Hello there, human. Sincere apology, but I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response. You overheard that, did you? This is all going so wrong, and it is the Asari consort's fault. She's the one who started all this.
Who's this Asari consort?
Curious, you have not heard. You must be new to the Citadel. Everyone knows Sha'ira, the consort. I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
Where can I find this Asari consort?
She is across the bridge from here. Her offices are easy enough to spot. Good day, human.
EarthClan, you are in the wrong place, I think. Your ambassador is next door in the large office.
Chastising remark. Don't be so rude, Din. At least introduce yourself.
I am Din Korlak, Volus ambassador. Is there something I can do for you, EarthClan?
What is this place?
You are in the embassy for the Volus and the Elcor.
Your ambassador is next door, in his own office.
In this shared space, I aid my fellow Volus when I'm not being interrupted.
I'd like to know more about the Volus.
I'm sure our history and culture would bore you, EarthClan.
Actually, I would like to know more about your history.
My people came to the Citadel shortly after the Asari and Solarians had discovered it. We were instrumental in establishing a standardized galactic economy. However, despite our long association with the Citadel and our many contributions to galactic society, we still do not hold a seat on the Council.
Tell me about Volus culture.
We are tribal by nature, but our ways are not violent. We barter and trade our lands and tribe members in order to increase status. Larger tribes often engulf smaller ones and eventually split again. Our society is very malleable, and our government is always shifting and changing. Since we're not physically adept, we trade our services for protection.
What is it you do here?
I look out for the best interests of the Volus people. No easy task considering how often we are overlooked by the Council.
Chastising rebuke, Din. The Council favors your species greatly.
You are naive. The EarthClan will be invited to the Council long before our species will.
Why aren't the Elcor or Volus part of the Council?
All species must prove themselves before they join the Council. All but the EarthClans, it would seem.
Dismissive. Ignore the Volus ambassador, human. He is incorrect in his assessment.
Really? How long have we been waiting? How long do you think
To
we'll
be fair, we
continue
did
to
put
wait?
the Turians on war footing the
This
first time we
talk
met
is
them.
wasted on the humans.
You seem to have a bit of a chip on your shoulder, Din.
That probably got the Council's
Humans
attention.
are new to the Citadel, and yet the Council has granted you great favor.
Chastising rebuke, Din. Your species has always been granted many concessions. Volus territory has expanded tenfold since coming to the Citadel.
Details. we still have no real say in the decisions that affect Citadel space.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Yes, yes. Good day, Earth Clan.
Pleased greeting. Human, it is always good to see your kind. I am Ambassador Kalen. Genuine query. Is there something I can do for you this day?
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm. I delight in telling the history of my people. It is agreeable to share our culture with others.
Tell me about the history and origins of the Elcor.
The Elcor were just beginning to explore Council space when the Asari first made contact with us. With their help, we discovered the relay closest to our system, and from there the Citadel. Proudly, within one lifetime we established a regular route to the Citadel, and quickly became one of the more active species living on this great station.
I'd like to know more about the culture of the Elcor.
Frankly, we Elcor prefer the safety and familiarity of our own colonies to the confines of space travel. Our society is built on small, tight-knit groups, though we are always welcoming to outsiders. Our government tends to be very stable. Our people are not very comfortable with sudden changes.
What do you do here?
Modestly, I work to bring the problems and the requests of the Elcor groups to the attention of the Council.
Ha! They only give us these positions to keep us quiet. The Council doesn't care about our races.
Chastising rebuke. Your tone is inappropriate, Din. This human is not to blame for your malcontent or your misconceived suspicions.
Why do you explain what you're about to say?
Our people communicate less through words and more through scent and slight movements. Plainly, we discovered our vocal expression was not enough to convey the feelings of our conversations to other species.
Why do you bother, Kalen? These Earth Clan don't really care about our ways.
Remorseful response, Din. You don't truly believe that, and if you do, I am very sorry for you.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Sincere farewell. Good day to you, human. Enjoy your time on the Citadel.
I can't tell the aliens from the animals.
Why would you say that, Ashley? Why would you say that, Ashley? That's not a normal thing to say, Ashley. Kinda fucked up thing to say, Ashley.
Big place.
That's a more normal thing to say.
Good day, Commander. The human ambassador is up the stairs, first room on the right.
You know who I am?
Yes, I receive reports on all newly arrived dignitaries and notable people.
What is this place?
This is the Presidium. More specifically, you are at the Citadel embassies. If you have more questions, please access Avina.
What's that?
Oh, Avina is the virtual guide for the Citadel. Feel free to access the terminal yourself.
What's your name? What do you do here?
My name is Safiria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
I should be going now.
Have a pleasant day.
Level up! Just from talking. Yeah, more charm. Thank you. 5 points. Can't quite get to heavy armor, but we could next turn, or next level. I love gaining experience from learning about the worlds. It feels good. We do want heavy armor. We do not particularly care for first aid on the main character. Better soldier. More soldiers. More soldier-like. You can be an assistant Gaiden, because I don't give a fuck about you. Okay. Lots of codex entries that we are not going to sit here and listen to just yet. I shall. Oh, let's not take out our weapon in the middle of the embassy. Haha, someone might misconstrue that situation. It would be very embarrassing.
I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic.
Human delighted welcome. It is good to meet you.
Human delighted welcome. It is good to meet you, human. Human. Human, what the fuck is up, my motherfucking G, human? So I'm just talking to the rest of the people around here, and then we'll wrap up stream for today, I think. Because I'm a doofus. Diplomatic advisory warning. The following message was transmitted from an untraceable account to multiple recipients across the extranet. Further monitoring of the situation is warranted. My fellow biotic, you have been selected to receive this transmission because of our shared plight. Few understand us. Fewer tolerate us. We must stand together. We must build our own new world. Come, join us in the Hawking Etta cluster. Only as one body can we right the wrongs done to our kind. At some point, we're going to have to stamp on their civil rights. Yeah.
Commander Shepard, I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
No.
I came on my own. I need information.
You humans are always so curious, always sticking your fingers into someone else's pie. Is that the right expression? Never mind, forget it.
It is not.
Was there something you needed, Commander?
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a lot. If the Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. But I don't have to like it.
The Council treats us like second-class citizens. We have to fight for everything we get.
Good. Then fight for it. But don't expect the rest of us to just sit back and let you take it. I'm a busy man, Commander. Are we done here?
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be called. More like the underhanded side of the Council.
What do you have against the Spectres?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law. Especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
Sometimes you have to bend the law to keep people safe.
I've been with CSEC for 30 years. I've never had to break the law to do my job, not once.
Yeah, right. You expect us to believe none of your officers are corrupt?
There are over 200,000 CSEC agents. Some of them are going to be bad. But we don't turn a blind eye to corruption like the Spectres do. We do our best to find and punish any officer who breaks the law. Spectres. They'll never come under that kind of scrutiny.
The galaxy needs people like that. People who do the dirty jobs.
I agree. But they need to be held to a higher standard. They need to be accountable. Saren's out of control. We both know that. But because he's a Spectre, the Council doesn't want to do anything about it. Is that the kind of person this galaxy needs?
But not all Spectres are like Saren.
True. But the potential is always there.
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel. We're a civilian government agency, though many of our members have had military training. Of course, as the CSEC representative to the Council, I spend most of my time liaising between the two.
Tell me about your investigation into Saren.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
Hey, can you tell me about an ongoing investigation? No.
This place seems strange. Wish there were more humans around.
Don't believe the rumors. The consort would never reveal her secrets.
Of course she would. She'd be tossed out the nearest airlock if she did.
I suppose. Besides, Nick, the consort's nothing like the girls back on the colonies. She's...
You don't have to do it with her. You can just talk to her if you want.
Is that all you did, Jazz? Just talk?
I didn't say that.
Ha! I bet you did too.
Shut up, Fredericks.
What do you want? Oh, Commander.
Oh, kill him.
Is there something I can do for you?
Relax, Private.
Is that Liquid Snake? I think it is.
Right, sorry. What can I do for you, Commander?
What can you tell me about the Asari consort?
Well, she's an Asari who works here as... That is, she helps people with things.
You never went to see her, did you, Fredericks?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
Can you at least tell me where I can find her?
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into too much trouble.
I will. Have fun, that is.
Still haven't gotten over the fact that you compared all the aliens to animals, Ashley. It's kind of weird.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
Hello, Commander. Can I get you something?
What have you got?
Information, mostly. Would you like to know about some points of interest nearby?
What's going on around here?
Well, you found the embassies. Not much going on here. Across the bridge, you'll find the bank, the Emporium, and Shaira's. If you haven't heard of her, you soon will. If you need supplies, you can try the markets one level below. For entertainment, I'd try Flux or Cora's Den.
What is Shaira's?
The consort? She entertains clients who can afford her services. Most of the diplomats and ambassadors have visited her at one time or another. She's a very powerful woman, but also very respected.
Tell me about Flux and Cora's Den.
Well, Flux has gambling and dancing, certainly more lively than this place. Cora's Den, on the other hand, well, let's just say it's livelier and deadlier, all at the same time.
Goodbye.
So long, Commander. Have a pleasant day.
Put the gun away, Shepard. Not here. Not at the embassy.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
One last chat for the road.
Welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
So are you a person or a program?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
I want to know more about Citadel security.
Citadel security serves as law enforcement for all regions of the Citadel, though the majority of officers serve in the wards. Executor Palin, a Turian, is the current head of CSEC, but individuals from virtually every species across Citadel space serve as officers beneath him. If you wish to learn more, Executor Palin's office is located in the CSEC headquarters just across the lobby.
Tell me about the embassies.
Each species in Citadel space important enough to be consulted on matters of galactic politics maintains an embassy on the Presidium. The Volus were the first non-council species to be granted an embassy, roughly 2,384 galactic standard
Before
years ago.
Jesus.
As Citadel space has expanded, more embassies have been added. The most recently added embassy belongs to your own species, humanity. It was added 19 galactic standard years ago, despite some rather vocal opposition.
How come the Volus were the first species given an embassy?
In the early years following the formation of the Council, the Volus were, apart from the Asari and Solarians, the most populous and widespread species in Citadel space. They established many new colonies and trading outposts, and they petitioned the Council for a greater role in determining interstellar policy. In recognition of their work to expand interstellar trade and establish a standardized galactic economy, the Volus were granted an embassy here on the Citadel.
Why weren't they made a council race?
The council races have extensive responsibilities. They must provide personnel and ships for the Citadel fleets. They often provide economic aid in times of disaster. It would be unfair to demand such an enormous burden of a species unable to meet these obligations. The embassies allow lesser species to have a voice on the Citadel.
That's pretty damn arrogant.
I apologize if my personality has offended you. Please submit all formal complaints in writing to the Citadel Tourist and Visitor Board.
Why were people trying to keep my species out?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. It often takes a century or more before a new species is granted an embassy. The Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's impact on Citadel space was significant enough to warrant an embassy.
Do you agree with their decision?
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
Do you know anything about specters?
The term Spectre is derived from the branch of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. Each Spectre agent is handpicked by the Council. Their primary role is preserving galactic stability and resolving volatile situations that cannot be handled through normal political channels. In this role, they are granted extraterritorial rights and jurisdictions. Spectres answer to no law or authority except the Council itself.
What can you tell me about the Citadel Council?
Originally, the Council consisted of representatives from the Asari and Solarians, the two dominant species in Citadel space. Roughly 1,304 galactic standard years ago, Turians were invited to join the Council in recognition of the role they played during the Krogan Rebellion. Since then, the three Council races have worked together to ensure the peaceful coexistence of the galactic community, while preserving individual autonomy for each species.
It can't be as simple as that. There must be problems somewhere in the system.
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avena. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
Well, there you go. That's the last person I'm prepared to talk to today, because if I talk to any more, I'm gonna fall asleep. Not because it's boring, but because it is quite late. And I had a full working day before I did any of this. And I played Marathon and did other stuff. Thank you very much for being here, chat. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I know it was very quiet and chill. That's probably what it will be like the whole time. If chat is talkative, I will be talkative. But otherwise, I'm just enjoying the game. So if that is something you enjoy, please look out for the next one. Which hopefully might be tomorrow. I'll see if I can do another tomorrow. But, yeah. It's such a long game, I kind of have to try and do this very regularly or else it'll never get done. So, yeah. Fingers crossed, tomorrow I will go live again and we'll play some more Mass Effect and just hang out. Thank you very much for watching. And yeah, I will see you next time. You can listen to the... God, this Citadel music is burned into my brain. Bye-bye, everyone. What a terrible way to end the stream. I'm very bad at this, aren't I? Oh well.